Funding for what I do is provided in part by my generous supporters on Patreon, and by direct donations from viewers like you. Thank you! Heyo, Calvin here, and it's been a while since I looked at other open source games, so let's take a look at one today. This is Sulphur Nimbus. It's actually a My Little Pony fan game. Well, at least it uses My Little Pony style characters. I don't know if it actually takes place in Equestria, or if it's like a completely original world. But it's definitely an interesting game, and there's a lot of great potential here. There's also a few things that I would complain about, and I'm going to go over all that stuff in this playthrough, at least as it comes up. So, yeah, let's get right into it. And before we start though, I actually think that this game might be designed to have like episodic updates, because the subtitle of the game is Hell's Elixir, and in the new game, the first thing you start off with is Hell's Elixir. And then there's the no intro version for like after you get to the island. You can skip the intro. But we're going to go over the intro now, just to talk about it. Disciples of the arcane, beware, for the strings herein are taboo. Heed my warning or suffer and regret, for that is their practice, their fruit, abomination. Very reflective ocean. And this is our main character, Sulphur Nimbus. So yeah, little movement tutorial here. There is actually some graphical options, but I didn't like the bloom. We're going to take a look at some other GLSL bloom. So we're going to try this one, see how this looks. Did it save, or... Yep, it seems to have saved. I don't see any difference with this mode. But the bloom lighting makes it way too messy looking. I had to turn that off right away. It's like, let's look at the... See, yeah, see, it like gets all blurry. It's... bleh, I don't like it. Let's take a look at FFP bloom, and that's not any better. So we're just going to turn off all post-processing. As far as normal graphics, I would like it if the characters' outlines weren't quite so thick. It looks a bit odd, and one gripe about the character design itself, that feather up on top does not actually look like a feather. It looks like an extension of her head. It's way too thick at the base. It doesn't look like it connects like a feather. But, other than that, cute little hippogriff. So, let's get on with this. So yeah, rotate camera, already did that. Jump. Dodge roll. The dodge roll is pretty cool. It's pretty useful in a lot of the boss fights. So, you cannot do a regular attack in the air, sadly. You can only do that on the ground. Oh yeah, the Translator. You have to beat the game to unlock this thing, and I hate that. You go through the entire game with no idea what anyone's saying, and all the documents that you pick up and read, they've got... I'm not sure what language it is, or if it's even real, but you can't read it. So it's kind of annoying going through this whole game and not being able to understand what anyone is saying. I feel like there's a lot of context that gets missed and lost. So yeah, save point heals you. That's a nice thing. I like that you just have to pass it to get healed by it. Also, funny robots. So we're gonna... Oh yeah, Sonic-like physics. This game is very momentum-based. So like, I run up this, and then I get flung into the air. There's some parts where the momentum can be very unforgiving, and you have very poor control in the air, which can make platforming a bit more difficult than it needs to be in some places. So yeah, I like this bird. And I like this cat. You two need to mix and make a proper griffin. Talk to the guy. There we go. Yeah, you can barely see it. I bet if I had the post-processing on, I wouldn't be able to see it at all. I was so worried when that bloom was on by default. I was like, oh no, am I gonna have to... Ugh. Like, am I gonna be stuck with it? I really like these models, though. They're very nicely proportioned. It's like the heads don't look too big. They look a bit smaller than on the KP Shadow Squirrel models. And the stallions especially look better. They've got the same head size. They don't look massively disproportionate like Shadow Squirrels do. So, hello, bird. You're a cool-looking bird. Yes, we are ready to depart. Yeah, map of the island. I'm going to be honest, the maps in this game are useless. There's like... I get what they're trying to go for, but it's hard to tell like what's vertical and what's horizontal in the maps. They're like showing different directions at once. I don't know, I just found it really weird to read at a glance. So I ended up just like skipping all the maps. Now if it was like a mini map just to help you stay oriented, that'd be something. But yeah, beyond that, I didn't find any use in the maps. Whee! Ooh. Yeah, you'll do a lot of rolling like that too. I wish it's something that I wish you could activate on command, because there are moments when rolling is actually useful and that you want to do it on purpose. Blah. Oh yeah, this game uses like actual aerodynamics in its physics. So yeah, all this straight up applies. It's crazy. Which is both a good and a bad thing. In an open area, it makes flying feel really good, but there's a lot of confined places here where you're still expected to fly. And the problem with that is that, like, the camera cannot go through walls. And it will get shoved around, it'll get pushed against you, it'll get moved. And this can mess with your controls and your orientation constantly. You can go into first person, but that's not much easier to control, especially since it makes it impossible to gauge like where things are in relation to you anywhere other than straight ahead. So like you can do this and get an idea of where your character's oriented. That's a good thing. But like when you're flying in those tight spaces, and the flight has a tendency to overcompensate your steering. I know it's like, oh, you probably just need to get good, but there's times when it's like I've already played this game for hours before recording this. Did it work? No, I forgot. I don't actually get a message. I have to fly back first. I wish that the air dash was like had a bit more of a homing function to it, and would dash in the direction that the camera's looking, because it would make it even more useful for reorienting yourself. Because again, you can get disoriented easily flying around in this game. Sharp pain, cannot fly or dash. And this is where the game feels most Sonic-like, because you can actually, you can use the physics. And you can run pretty fast too, I like it. Boing! Nice high jump. Fun. The, environment is rather sparse. I hope if there is a sequel that they make a more, populated area, a bit more foliage, a bit more objects. These glowy spark things, for some reason, are called blobs. They don't look like blobs to me, they look like sparks. So I'm going to call them sparks. Ugh. And here, you see, this is where the momentum can be unforgiving. You've got to be very precise. Yeah. Ugh. That was not a ledge grab. I wish you had a ledge grab, but that was not a ledge grab. But yeah, sadly, like the dash attack and flying, they're based on your character's orientation and not the camera, which can make taking off more difficult than it needs to be. Like sometimes she's not aimed in the direction you're looking. So I've apparently got glowy spores on me now. Oh yeah, one thing about this game, the music is awesome. Also, there's another thing that's like, you need some more traction going up hills. This hill should not be that much of a problem, especially when you consider talons on like wood texture. That shouldn't be an issue, but it is. Look at this. You can barely go up this. Yeah. So yeah, I would call that a problem. Also, the springs don't push you all the way unless you're going forward, which can be a bit troublesome in some areas. But then you got moments like that that are really cool. You also can't turn very sharply. That's... I mean, I get it, real momentum, but I feel like at like a speed decrease, I shouldn't have to skid. I should be able to just like slow down. But she barely turns when she's running. Like, you'd think that the character could, like, bank herself to help her turn. So you've got such restricted momentum, but then you can still redirect yourself in the air. So why have it one way and not the other? I realize I'm complaining a lot. Trust me, there's a lot of good in this game, too. So, it's not all bad. I'm just getting my complaints out of the way. But yeah, there's a lot of great stuff in this game. I like that you can get the spores on you and turn yourself into a light source. I think this is the only area that uses that, though. No, no. By the way, this is the only part of the game where there's platforming like this, because this is the only part where you have your wings restricted. I think it's kind of a missed opportunity. They didn't make more areas like, I don't know, maybe an area with some sort of spores that paralyzes your wings. Well, if a sequel comes out, I guess maybe they could use that idea. No! Don't you slide off. Don't you slide off. There we go. Fortunately, some of the sparks are optional, but you should still try to get as many as you can. There's a few things that I would honestly just completely avoid altogether for getting sparks. It's like these really painful challenges that only reward you with one spark. Yeah, heck. Like these flying challenges where you gotta be super precise and it's all for one. Boing. I'll come back later for that other spark when I can fly. So, see, like that? I should have been able to turn just a bit sharper. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yes. Canyon exit. Canyon exit. Unfortunately, the music does not loop. Oh, I almost skipped the springs. But yeah, the music unfortunately does not loop. Once it ends, it ends. So it's kind of like Half-Life in that regard, but like, the track itself sounds like it's looping several times. So I kind of wonder why they don't just, you know, have a loop. Like a proper musical loop. This is an exit, but we're going to open it up and see. Yeah, see, can't get in there. Yeah. Whee! Oh, I jumped, but she's going to walk out slowly anyway. I wonder if any of these cutscenes with Melinda are going to be different when I got the translator on. Okay, so here we go. Flight Simulator Part 2. Hey, you awake? Yes. Oh, good. So yeah, I hate the roll. It's so slow and disorienting. Oh, that was fast. If I move the mouse, it's faster, I guess. Like, the first time I did, I was just holding the key, so it's like, it was so slow. And then I ended up, like, not using it through the entire game. Yeah. Okay, why is it not letting me do the... Okay, so if I turn the other way, it cancels the roll. So it means I have to... Okay, or it just won't... Now it's not letting me do the roll at all. Okay. I can't figure out how I got it to do a quick roll. Right. Oh, won't let me skip the tutorial, just... I love the hairdryer. That's adorable. Yeah. Whee! Yeah. So this part here, flying against the wind, this is like, shows where it's like really heckin' difficult. It's doable, it's just... You see, there it is, that overcompensating issue. I tried to go up just slightly. And then it makes... Yeah. We're gonna try this again. No. The artwork in this game is adorable. I love it. Ah, heck. Yeah, we're just gonna... I don't feel like it. There's very few places to use that wind mechanic, so, you know. I wish that there were, like, more places outside of the tutorial to practice. New documents. See? I have no idea what this language says. You can't read it. At least I can't read it. Is it real? Someone tell me if this is real. I don't know if they made it up or not. Like... Me. I see you feel better. Follow me to the yard. See, like, in my first playthrough, I had no idea what she was saying. You'd think that, like, in this cutscene where she realizes, oh, hey, you can't understand a word I'm saying, this is where she would give you the, translator. Can't you understand me? I mean, the drawing stuff is cute. Ravishing. You can fight, can't you? You're just saying yes when I'm not supposed to understand. Alright, so look. About this armor, right? First off, what's holding it up? Second, it barely covers anything. And third, if she leans forward too quickly, that's gonna just punch right into her. Also, this armor has no effect on gameplay. It's purely aesthetic. Which sucks, because some of the stuff in this game hits like a truck, and it'd be really nice if like you could find better armor somewhere and reduce damage. Because this game gets really heckin' unforgiving with damage in some cases. Okay, the heavy attack, I've got a gripe with it. So like, you can use it like this, right? One thing that would make it so much more useful is if, when you're like getting ganged up on, which can happen in this game, you can't use it to attack behind you. You should be able to buck behind yourself. So the dash attack is basically the best in the game. Like the buck, I found it next to useless because it's so slow and takes so long to wind up, and a lot of the time enemies will just straight up dodge out of the way before you ever get a chance to use it. Take one of these and this here. So yeah, these are the bosses of each stage. You get a picture of them. And this is where my biggest gripe with this comes from. You don't unlock these just by getting enough sparks, right? You also have to find the picture. The thing is, the picture is you're basically led to it. Doors in the castle will get unlocked whenever you collect a star from completing a level. So it's kind of like Super Mario 64, except, you aren't finding the next level in the next room you unlock. You're going up into a room that you just unlocked to get a key to another room. And it's like you don't even have to do anything to get that key. It's just sitting there in the room. So I feel like it's just Mario 64 with a few extra steps that really aren't necessary. Like, yeah, the pictures are cool, but I think that finding the pictures themselves should be how you unlock the levels, or like maybe hide the pictures around. Just, if you're going to make them an extra step, make acquiring them interesting. Just sticking it like right there for me to walk up and grab and then walk out. I feel like that part could have been cut, yeah. So, yeah. Oh yeah, my first playthrough, I somehow never noticed the catwalk on the boiler. I skipped it completely. It just flew over here every time. Another thing I would like is probably like a dive or a stomp, So like when you're over where you want to land, just have a quick down, It's like how in Sonic, if you feel like you're going to overshoot your jump, you can do a stomp and land in one spot. At the cost of speed, of course, but, better than dying. Okay. There we go. That was a weird thing to get stuck on. Alright, so there's the sparks down there. This, I don't know if there's anything to it. Doesn't seem to ever open or anything. Maybe there's a switch somewhere that I just never saw. Okay, that was cheap. That... Look at that, he was trying to dodge. That's one place where the confined space is actually helpful. So yeah, these are the stars. And from these stars, I will get keys to other rooms. In which I will get keys, and then, yeah. Again, I realize I'm being very hard on this game, but I love this game. I honestly love it. I had a blast on my first playthrough. There's just a lot that I think could be ironed out. Which I hope does get ironed out if they make a sequel. So yeah, the star itself doesn't even open the door. She comes and unlocks it for you. So it's like... Hard mode. Nope. Already. This game is already pretty hard in combat, so, Oh, apparently this character is called Gunlegs. When I first saw it, it didn't show me the name, so I was just like, you know what? It's the hind legs, they're guns, I'm gonna call it Buckshot. This thing's called Tumor. I think it looks like one of the barnacles from Shadow the Hedgehog. Welcome to the shop. What do you want? I want a blob. Yay, I get one. Anything else? I think I've already got this on us disabled. So yeah, this is kind of like the Emerald radar. It lets you know when there's a blob nearby. And I'm gonna be a cat. Actually, goodbye. So yeah. Yeah, I'm the Captain Cat. And I got bat wings, so this is basically playing as a Shade Wing. Let me around the door. I'm not a barnacle, I'm a tumor. So yeah, these things. I don't know if the number means anything, because look, it's the same number every time. So I don't know if it means anything or not. And here, this part's really cool. This running through this one really fast. If I can heckin' get up there. There we go. Come through here. You get to go fast. You get to dodge the root. Like, up until here, I was having fun, but then what comes after is what told me that this game is way more than it appears at a glance. This is it. The ball. And I had no idea what this was at first. I thought this was just a level gimmick, and that I was supposed to go, like, over here. But this ball is actually affecting gravity. So, like, I couldn't go to the next area. I thought that that was the next area. I forgot that that was where I came out of. Because this ball is so disorienting. And when it figured it out, and when it hit me, I was like, oh man, this is so cool. I was like, you gotta go into the ball. And you've got to fall into the ball. And the ball is constantly changing gravity. Eee, there it goes, there it goes, come on. And you just gotta fall and fall and fall. And there it is. Yeah, come here, come on. We're almost there. No, don't go up. That's right, go down. Go to... It's so weird looking. There we go. Whoa! I know I'm inside. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There it is. Yes! Gravity ball defeated. Now we get to go down the blast chamber from Half-Life. Whee! It's like when I played that, I was like, holy crap, this is so cool. I need to see all of it. Ouch! Admittedly, that was dumb. It's like, as I got further in, I got the impression that like every single spark was essential, because the requirements for getting through the doors was like getting really heckin' high. And then I realized I accidentally broke sequence. Because like I had gotten enough of the optional ones that I was able to go to a level that I didn't realize wasn't supposed to be next. So I ended up skipping it and then like being really starved for sparks. And then I was like, oh, there's another one here, and it had another opportunity to get a bunch of them, so... Yeah, just be observant. Don't be like me, be observant. And here we go, here's the boss. I'm gonna land a few hits on him while I got the chance. Yeesh. And so, let's see, it plays on the level gimmick of earlier. You were falling to reach the thing, and now we gotta fall to reach the boss. And it's going to launch a few of these, and... Heck, I missed it. Ugh, don't get crushed. Oh, now it does a back attack. Yeesh. Oh. I like how anything that's made of like the colorful energies, it has this little spark attaching to you. So it's like those plasma balls. Love how the music kind of sounded like the Star Trek alarm. That was cool. The music in this game is freaking, I love it. Wee, boing. Wee. Now we come up here and we get to destroy the other. Now the roots are gone. It's kind of funny how, like, Melinda's a competent fighter, but you don't play as her. I kind of wonder why she's not taking care of all this. Although maybe now that I'm playing with the translator, we'll find out. Oh, heck. Nah. Grabbing the wall is, like, so inconsistent. It's really hard to gauge when you're going to do it, and I wish there was like a more purposeful way of doing it. Like if you're holding shift, it'll grab the wall, otherwise it won't. Because that would make, again, one of the more irritating parts is like losing control of yourself, having a bit more control like that. Ugh, like that. Like, I did not mean to do that. I wish I could control that. And yeah, because the dash attack is based on character orientation, you've got to carefully aim if you want to use it to boost yourself. There we go. And I hope you like the way it looks out here, because this is how it's going to look for the entire game. I honestly wish that there was a day-night cycle so that this place would look different, because, like, it's cool to explore this at first, but this visual is not nice to look at for an extended period. And it had me really wishing that I was on, like, a grassier island or something. Or just anything. Also, this stuff, that's just a wall. You'd think that you could climb that with that texture, but there's no climbing. I mean, you can barely run up a hill. Do you expect climbing? The momentum in this game kind of feels like if you took classic Sonic and made it 3D. Like Sonic 1 and made it 3D. No spin dash, all momentum. And then sometimes the dash will let me go up and sometimes it won't. Again, I wish it was dependent on the camera position so that I at least have a bit more control over it. Heck. I've gotten up there before. I'm gonna do it. Katie wants the sparklies. There we go. Given that this game is open source, I wonder if I could, like, mod myself in as a disguise. Maybe I could edit the cat model. And I could play as me. Alright. So, some friends of mine were watching me on my initial playthrough, and they likened this part to me being a cat chasing a laser pointer, and you're about to see why. Soon as it arrives. I don't know which way it's currently going, but it's around here. There it is. There it is. The hecking golden snitch. And again, this is one of those really, really tough challenges that only nets you one spark. This one's the easiest of them, but like, yeah, if you get ahead, it'll just turn around. Nyeh. And so yeah, you can see why they said that this was like me chasing a laser. Especially even more so now that I'm playing as a cat. Wish there was some overworld music. This island is too silent. And this is that really precise part. There's one that's over, like, not at the beach. It's a different one. It's one of these. It's a race course. And you've got to be very precise. Yeah. You can't even... It's like your very wingtips are enough to trigger it. And there's a time limit too, so you can't take it carefully. You've got to go fast. Yeah. And for one, it's not worth it. For just one spark, not worth it. There's plenty of other places to get some, and they're easier and have way bigger rewards. So, it's kind of weird. It's like the hard stuff is less rewarding than the easy stuff. Are they trying to tell us something with that? Like, on that one beach there towards the Jackal Head, there is a battle for one spark. And it will, it is the most punishing thing in the game. The final boss has nothing on that fight. 89. So yeah, see, this is the thing that confuses me. What do these do? It's the same result every time. This is hard, but it's a pretty cool challenge there. You gotta bounce between those pads. Yeah, those things, if you get near them, some of them are slow, but a lot of them are fast. You've got to dive at them from above when you get up to top speed. And then do a dash attack. So this is the semi-post-game content here. 330. This thing... Oh, the challenge inside is just unfair. You know how I said how narrow passages will mess up your flight controls? It's all narrow passages over lava. And you gotta steer around and be like super careful, because if you get hit once, you're basically dead. Sadly, the music for this area does not come back. That's a shame. I wonder what level editor is used for this game. Oh no, oh no. Oh, oops. No! See, being able to turn sharper would make moving carefully around this stuff more manageable. So here we go. This is a good place to get rewards. Joy. Bonk. Bonk. Ouch. Okay. It's gonna be closer than I wanted it to be. What? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay. Hey! Nice. So, okay. Dying to a boss that's, like, doesn't realize it's dead and is still attacking. But it autosaved right after the boss, so that's nice. That's great. That never happened in the first playthrough. I'm glad that works, though. No. No. This one needs a dude. See, this is why I mistook this for a later level. It's because it's way down here. And I thought that going deeper was where you got to the next stuff. You know, it's like deeper was later. So here we go, weapons trail. Yeesh! No! Bad water! Bad water! No! Okay. So you gotta be very submerged. Okay, let's see what happens if I hit the spring. Boing. Okay, so there's sparks up there. Let's go get them. Okay, so the spring is to... Ah! Okay. See, the jackal area would be so much nicer if it used the poison instead of lava. But no. Are you captured? Or... How do I get in there? Nope. Cannot break those. Go back. Go back, go back, go back. See, that's what I like. For a small reward, it should be a small risk. And there it goes again, grabbing a surface when I didn't mean to. I'm not even rotated, it just grabs to the side. Heck. It's kind of funny, the cat model also uses the regular horsetail physics. Here we go, the foundry. And look, you can ride in it. You never have to, but you can. New documents. You know what? I never actually read that before. I kind of just did this. Get in there. Nope, too far. I think. Did it? Where'd it go? There it goes again. See the camera? Look, this little ledge here. And it messes with the camera. Just move. Just a bit. Just a little bit. What? Seriously? No, don't go that way. Go. Just let me go around. You close enough? Yes. Go. Go. Here we go. This. This. Okay. Now we can push it up. Well, actually, first, heaters. There we go. So now we can go up. Nah. There we go. Oh, there was more. There's more. There's more. Yee. Up. Up, up, up. Flying up is pain. I'm surprised that touching this thing doesn't burn you. All this other stuff that's harmful, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Oh, there's some up there. So yeah, you gotta take the long approach when flying. Oh no, oh no. No! You lose momentum so easily. Except for when you don't want it, and then you've got it, and you're stuck with it. There we go. Whee! Oh yeah, something up here. Anything? Yee! You get one just for sitting, just for taking a seat. Get in there. And now this part is weird. Like, the controls are kinda, like, okay, not kinda, really janky. But first, spark. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Yeah. Here we go. So now we get to build a turntable. They got a foundry that lets you build a turntable right next to the turntable. Odd, that, don't you think? Oh, wait, no. That one. Now go. Nope. Use it. Now use this. Now we grab it. So I think the next piece was this one. Either it's that over there. Yeah. Turntable assembled. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's one of those return crystals. Alright. Get on there. Don't go all the way over. Half. Keep going. Boing. Yep. They made all this to build the thing that would bust down the door with. And I think if I take it back... I didn't do this the first time, but now that I see it, I think that if I turn it around again, I can use it to break that door. Yeah, get on there. Here we go. Ah, where am I going? Ooh, some up there. Alright, meow this time. Meow this time. Yeah. Cannon secret open. Yep, there we go. Ooh, 5 of them. Nice. Any other documents? No? Darn. I love collecting lore. But I can't read any of it anyway, so And here we go. This fight is tough. First, get over here and get... It even makes the heckin' noise.
Snake, what's going on out there?
Ow! Dang it. No! Heck. Fail. There we go. Ooh, yeah, that took off half of it right there, just like that. Ow. What? Turns around too quickly. Yeah. Suck it. Did a strong attack with my powerful beans. I'm gonna heal. Now we're gonna leave. Realistic horse on the exit sign. You know, I'm gonna guess that the language the characters are speaking is fake, because if you were to translate this, and if it were real, then you'd have to change the textures to translate into that language and make it so that the player can't understand what's being said. Pop! Yeah. Gimme. Mine. My sparkly num-nums. Ting! Cool little bit of world being affected by your actions. That thing's lit up now. Or smoking. Because you lit the foundry. So, yeah. Hey, look, you want to see some genius castle security design? I hope Shadversity is not watching this. Yeah! Gate controlled from the outside. Totally secure. Now look, I got a 1 on both. Does it mean anything, though? Really good pony artwork. Why couldn't G5 look like that? That looks good. Me. So now we gotta figure out which door it is. It'd be nice if instead of like these diagrams following you like this, it would just be like floating up in the middle so that you can identify it from a distance. But here we are. And we need to get 160 more blobs. So you know what? I'm going to call it quits for now. I'm going to grind those extra blobs off screen. And next time we will continue this game and see more of the levels. So thank you all everyone who has watched so far. If you guys think this game looks interesting, I will have a link to it down below. Go try it yourself. Definitely tell the developers what you think so far. And if you like what you see, and you want to see more of this game, tell them that you would like to see more, and throw them a tip. Because, you know, best way to keep a developer working is with money. So yeah, definitely go tip this developer and let them know that you want to see more games like this, because this is a really awesome game. And as we get into the later levels, you guys, anyone not playing for yourselves, are going to see that. So yeah, I know I've complained a lot in this first episode, but I really, really do love this game, and later on you're going to see why, if you haven't already. So join me next time when I continue this game some more, and thank you everyone for watching. I hope you'll join me next time.